Midnight Ramen is a minimally edited, live recorded podcast that takes place at midnight. Although Michael may not be consuming food, it's time to get your bowls out. It's chow time.
Welcome back to you. Break stride, sailing me. Free falling, just my enemy. Free from the things you say. It will all come back someday.
Good evening once again, gamers and other folk. You are listening to Midnight Ramen with me, Michael. I don't know how hot my level is tonight. I'm going to be talking a little bit quieter, because I feel that way. Yeah, you know what, I'm going to talk like this, kind of imitating my old professor, kind of in a way that sounds a little bit condescending, but he's not. He's not trying to be condescending, but at the same time, he kind of is. Your mix, it sucks. Anyway, you're listening to Midnight Run with me, Michael. I hope y'all are doing good tonight. And that's actually not a, just like a, whatever. Diss at my old professor. No, he's pretty cool. He was damn knowledgeable. But yeah, I hope y'all are doing good. I've been doing kind of nice. I don't like to get into my personal stuff, but I got back in the dating pool. I got out of it. I've been out of it for a while, but then I got back into it just this week, and I'm like, this is nice. Anyway. A lot has happened, actually. A lot has happened. So just recently, like a couple episodes ago, you know how, looking back, I hope people skip episode 13. I think it's episode 13, where I talked about Dungeons and Dragons OGL for like an hour. Because, like, I feel like I talked about it way too long, for one. Like, I didn't talk about it. Honestly, I didn't talk about it enough. If I'm being honest, like, truthful, if I was doing like a deep dive and like actually looking at it, I should have been a lot harsher, and I should have looked in deeper, because like I think the meat and potatoes of that debacle was that it was more on like third party people, not like say, if I or you or me, or just did it for our own campaign, to like it's not as strict, I don't think. I would hope not, god damn. But like, it was a lot more damaging to like third party companies that like actually do try to make a profit off of their work, and people should be allowed to the sweat of their brow. Yeah, especially like content creators too. Like, if you make a like Dungeons and Dragons video or even a podcast, like, fork over that money, boy. Fork over that money, boy. Ooh, actually, now I just thought about it. I actually want to check, because I know, because like one of the podcasts I got into last summer was I've listened to on Spotify. I listened to I think all of actually no, that's not right. I listened to why am I not thinking right? The main campaigns of Dimension 20, and but then I got into Dungeons and Daddies, which has Freddie Wong as he's a player in this one, and I don't think he's DM'd in any of the like even offshoots, but like he's a player. Goddamn, he does a lot of work. And like the intro to like the previously on, they do amazing work. I think this last one they did like I'm trying to remember what song they parodied, or not the one that because I didn't listen to this week's or this bi-weekly one, but the one that I last listened to was like they did a parody on a song, and if they used the context of what has been going on in the campaign and made it work. But like they do very good. They do a very good job at making like the previously ons like good. Like like they're in campaign 2 because it's like an intergenerational thing, kind of like JoJo's. I shit you not. Dungeons and Daddies is literally JoJo's Bizarre Adventure, the D&D podcast, in a way, it's intergenerational, and they're fighting evil, and they're dads, quote unquote. And yeah, and then going back to my main D&D podcast that I like went back to or live TTRPG play is the Adventure Zone that McElroy brothers put out, and their recent the one that they're doing right now, Steeplechase. I feel like the person that's doing it, I think it's Jupiter, I think is her name. She puts in a lot of work, or I think they said her name once, and I can't remember what episode, and I don't want to check. I think I don't know. But like they mentioned, like, oh yeah, she puts in pretty good work, and she does. But the audio quality is so fucking garbage. It makes me want to kill myself. And I like to say that I'm like kidding, but no, I genuinely hate how bad it is. Like she's trying to do an impression of like a vlogger, just like basically shooting like in wherever the fuck and whatever, like basically whizzy swig the video / audio. It's like, I don't know, man. I've watched some vloggers. Like I've watched vloggers and other stuff like that. They have better audio quality than that. Like I get it, but don't make it sound like you're recording in a like in a closet. And it's not even it sounds terrible. Just like it sounds so dry. I can't stand it. I literally cannot stand it. But she puts in good work. Like there's a lot of good things that go into it, but it's just that, and like the character that she's doing, it's just Crystal with a K, makes me want to kill myself. Like, and of course, like, for legal reasons, this is a joke. For legal reasons, this is a joke. I want to kill myself because like I can't stand it. I literally cannot stand it. It's bad. It's horrible. But then after that happens, the GM, the game master, Justin in this case, has made up like his own fiction with this character called the Nano Father, and everyone else is trying to figure out what the hell's going on, but they can't because like he's basically like an old man, but he's like 32. I can't remember exactly in the canon. But it's funny as hell. He's like, Shukels, fetch me my trough. My tongue is getting dry, Shukels. I need it, Shukels. Shukels, thank you for fetching me the splooge. Something to that. Rest easy, young child. I will tell you a story. Don't go down the river. The river is brown, not because of poop. Not because of pee. The muck farmers, don't do it that way. Anyways, and then he'd do that, like, just break. It's like, they're just like, huh? What's going on? And he's like, yeah, I don't know. Until next week, I'm just a conduit. That, I think that's a better previously on bit than the actual previously on. What was I going about? Oh, yeah. So, Dungeons and Dragons, going back to the original topic that I was like, before I started going off on a tangent, Dungeons and Dragons is not going forward with the OGL that they are proposing, or the OGL 1.1 or what 1.2 or whatever the hell they're deciding to do, um, saying that it's a win for everyone. No, they just straight up said, yeah, we're not gonna do it. They basically just said no. And honestly, it's not a win for them. It's not a win. And that's a good thing. That's a very good thing because they don't deserve it. They don't deserve a win. Fuck them. No, like I love Wizards of the Coast. I love I love their stuff, but like there's only so much and like come on, that's just greed. That's just greed. What they're doing is just greedy. Uh but yeah, we'll see. We'll see what happens. I get what they're trying to do, but at the same time it's like you had good intentions, but like you're in it for the money, which is even worse than what you're trying to fight against. You're super greedy, so shut the fuck up. Yeah, but that's neither here or there. Uh, Also, literally earlier today, so I think my sister was like, me and my sister were like talking about this one movie that's out called 80 for Brady. And it's about like these old ladies who like try their hardest to like go see Tom Brady play. And like at some point in the movie, Tom Brady comes up to him and it's like, "What you guys inspired me to uh come out of retirement and start playing again because no matter how old I am, I gotta still keep kicking whatever." Literally this morning, I went into work, went and got like breakfast, and on like the lunch area, which is basically more or less it's like a college cafeteria. That's basically what it is. Uh, and on one of the TVs, it was like CNN, and it said breaking news: Tom Brady goes into like it says he's going into retirement for real this time. And I'm like, bruh, no way. 80 for Brady is already dated. Like, yeah, let's go. That's funny. Apparently the movie's funny, but like it's just like it's just so it's like ooh, immediately the movie's super dated. Uh hold on. Why am I wear I gotta question myself. Why do I wear headphones? Oh yeah. So I think the before music that I was playing before was like some copyright free like oh, and that's another thing I gotta talk about. But like if Tom Brady's gonna actually retire, if Tom Brady's gonna actually retire, which he should, he's like what 45 playing in the NFL. Don't pull a Brett Favre. Don't do that. Don't. You're gonna just hurt yourself. Like he did one season, and he's like, yeah, this is probably a bad idea with the Vikings. And honestly, he should have went to the Super Bowl. Like that year, the Vikings should have gone to the Super Bowl, but the New Orleans Saints literally cheated. Like I am not a huge Vikings fan at all. I don't give a like this past season. Like I don't care if they could have gone to the Super Bowl. Sick, cool, whatever. But if they lost, which they did, like first round, I think against the Buffaloes, I didn't give a shit. Honestly, it's a win-win because I that means at work we don't have to like cater to that anymore, to that football game. Although we have to do the Super Bowl, which oh my god, I have way a lot of work next week. I am not happy about it. Anyway, that year, I think it must have been 2008, 2009. I literally don't remember what exact year it was, but they should have. They legit should have gotten to the Super Bowl that year. No ifs, ands, buts, or coconuts. They should have gotten into the Super Bowl, and the New Orleans Saints cheated. Just because I think the main reason was too, is that the Super Bowl was being held at their arena. So to lose to lose the game before the Super Bowl and not play at your own arena, it's just kind of like kind of cringe. Kind of cringe. Like it's one thing if you like, get kicked out immediately or second round or whatever, but the whatever league championship because like there's NF whatever C North or but I don't know football that well, and there's like two divisions, and just to get kicked out last game, yuck, that's gotta sting. That's a different horse. I am not much of a football guy, goddamn, and it shows. It shows. Uh oh yeah, and then the music they played beforehand was some copyright free just like I want to put on some just like emo like quote unquote emo music or what's the term that I'm thinking of? I think outsider would know exactly what I'm talking about. Uh but like the title of the song that was playing before I started stream or it was on YouTube and I put it's called Left to Melt free throw mom jeans Midwest emo instrumental free on YouTube. It's or free throw slash mom jeans slash Midwest emo instrumental. It's a good track, honestly. I like it. Um Midwest emo? That's that's me. That's me. That's me. Oh my god, that's me. I like that kind of music. And speaking of you know, emo music, Brendan Urie decided to end Panic at the Disco. I mean, Brendan Urie and the band. I'm being completely honest. Panic at the Disco has not been Panic at the Disco since like 2016. I don't know much about the drama, but I know one of the band like he really alienated all the bandmates. Like my brother in Christ. Someone has a drug addiction. You don't just like say, "Hey, I made this whole song about how you should not be doing drugs without you. You should be getting better. Be like me. Be a winner." Brendan Urie. As I sing higher and higher and higher, like my balls are getting crushed in like a clamp. Like my balls are getting crushed in a hydraulic compressor. Yeah, that's what I'm thinking of. Yeah, I mean, good for him because like I think he has like a kid on the way. Um, but it needed to end. But it's funny because like I think the day before, was I think Fallout Boy released a track, a single, and I think it's kind of it feels like oh in response I'm quitting. It's like you're rage quitting. We get it. We know. We know. We know you're not Panic at the Disco. You're Brendan Urie and the band and the people that you just hire to be playing with you. It's like I have Brendan Urie and his mommy issues. There we go. That's the name of the band. Brendan Urie and his mommy issues. Cause like, pray for the wicked. That was and Viva La Vengeance. Like, huh? Like, dude, we get it. Shut up. Die. Like, stop already. Just stop. You need to stop. No, we don't like this. It's not good. You're just basically jerking yourself off. Like, stop doing it. It's not funny. It's not good music. We get it. You can sing high, but it's not good music. Saying you're a diva isn't funny. It's not dramatic. You're just literally jerking off. No one wants to hear that. Anyway, so that's another dead band. Speaking of dead bands, how long I want to check how long it's been since Daft Punk decided to split. Daft Punk. They split in 2021, but I don't know what day it was. Because I remember watching the video when they did. That was sad. That was very sad. Not, they, bruh, bruh. Oh, February 22nd. So it's about the 2-year anniversary. Getting to be. It's February, so it's this month, so it's about 20. Oh shoot, 22 days or 20 days from now. I subtly changed the title of the stream because I realized what day it is. I thought it was a 1, it's a 2. But yeah, was that? No way. uh, yeah, I think Panic is early. Panic is good. Like I'm gonna search up their stuff because I know pretty much the whole first album banger, straight banging, like easy. I don't like having this on my search history, but whatever. Uh, yeah. Why did everyone quit Panic at the Disco? Ross and Walker, who favored the band's new direction, departed because Urian Smith wanted to make a further change to the band's style. Mm-hmm. And this is on their wiki. Ross and Walker subsequently formed a new band, the Young Vanes, leaving Urian Smith as the sole remaining members of Panic. And then hmm, 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 hmm. Continuing as a duo, Yuri and Smith released new perspectives for the movie Jennifer's Body. That was a long time ago. Holy shit. That was in 20, like, that was 2011. Oh my god. Yuck. So they've been really split since, like, okay, Pretty Odd, which was their second album. That one's good. That one's good. That one's got some good ones. Because they basically tried to take it back to their roots and did like a Beatles sort of thing, but also didn't. Because Pretty Odd has 9 in the afternoon, which is just them getting high as fuck off of shrooms, just getting blasted off of shrooms. Because I think one of them just says, "9, oh, what time is it? It's like 9 in the afternoon." Thus, the song got its title. Mark designated, but sound Ross. Oh yeah, literally after that, and then all right, cover. I'm trying to see where as a 3-piece, Yuri Smith and Weeks recorded and released the band's 4th studio album, Too Weird to Live, Too Rare to Die. That one has okay stuff. Vices and Virtues also does too. But I think Weird to Live, Rare to Die is basically where it passed on. Death of a Bachelor has some good ones too. But after that, no. After that, no. Pray for the Wicked sucked. Viva La Vengeance, I literally heard the title track and I hated it. I hated it. Not good. Not good. But right, wife. Life good. Wife fight back. Kill wife. Wife gone. Think about wife. Regret. I should record that. Wait, I just did. Oh, damn it. You know what I didn't do at the beginning of the episode? I didn't say, "Hey, if you're watching this live, yeah, cool. But if you're not watching this live, you can watch me record these live at Midwestern time, midnight on my Twitch at Melted Lyric Original on Twitch. Every technically Thursday, but we'll if stuff comes up, we'll see. It may change. Who knows? Even if my name changes, well, yeah, we'll see. I don't know. But it's all one word. You'll find it. You'll be able to find it, I think. But yeah, I record them there, release them on YouTube. I'm gonna try to get them out on Spotify and other crap. But yeah, thanks for coming in, uh, and I hope you're doing well. I have said that though. I have said that. I have said that. You know what I haven't said tonight though? Let's open some magic cards. Let's open some magic cards. Let's do it. I haven't done one today. I did get some Japanese cards. Are they on the top? Yeah, I did. Yeah, they're on the top. So I did get some Japanese cards the other day off of a Star City game, and because they were on sale, and I got some just like this is I can't read the cards because they're Japanese, but I got some pretty good ones I wanted. A couple of these like this one. This one is like for the art. I already have it technically, but I love the Japanese art on this one because it's Soren Markov. This is good for a Merfolk deck. This is just good. I think this is the rat one. I can't remember. We know this is the rat one. This is good for I might make a rat deck. That's gonna be dangerous. Rat tribal. Like playland. A horn of greed. Horn of greed. Pot of greed. I summon Pot of Greed to draw 3 cards, and I use that to play Pot of Greed to draw 3 more cards. And after that, I summon another third Pot of Greed to draw 3 more cards from my deck. No, that's funny. And then I think another an elf card. So it's a good elf. I don't know. Tameo. I got 2 Tameo cards. This one's for more of the Spark. Alternate art. I think I already have this one, but not like this art on it. So, but yeah. Another one I like already have, but I don't have it in Japanese in this art because it's alternate and it looks badass. And this one that's kind of from the same set as well. I don't have this card. It's a good Shrine Tribal Commander. So I can do some funny shit with that. And it's Japanese, so it makes sense. It's from a plane that's based on Japan, so it's so yeah. It's awesome. And I think the top card that I had, the first one, it's literally an anime sword. Like you hit a creature with it, and it's just basically if it does damage to it, it does the anime sword thing of like the ching, and then it gets the enemy creature or whatever gets sent to the shadow realm. It gets banished. It's funny, or it gets removed from play. It's so funny. But let's open up a Dominaria Remastered. Now I feel some heat in this one. I do feel heat in this one. Ooh, I got like a on the open on that one. That was pretty fun. That was pretty fun. That was awesome. I love that sound. The smell of these packs are just so weird. I don't know if it's just me, but these cards smell funny. Not in a bad way, but like they just smell. They smell different. And I opened some just because like I was on stream and stuff. Like I smelled them, like I was just like sorting through them before stream, and I'm just like, these smell weird. Not in a bad way, but they smell weird. But yeah, we got Savannah Lions, or Urborg Uprising, Symbiotic Beast, Ember Beast, going beast mode, Impulse, Solar Blast, Polluted Mire, Orum's Thunder, lol. Getting into the uncommons, we got I can't even Nantuko Monastery. It's a land. Faceless Butcher. Oh crap. Life and Death. It's like a sideways card, so you gotta read it. You gotta like tilt your hand to actually be able to read the card, because it's like you can play either one or both, which at the same time, which is kind of cool. Um, so life is like all lands you control become 1/1 creatures until end of turn. They're still lands. And return target creature from your graveyard to the battlefield. You lose life equal to its mana value or mana cost. Oh yeah, they changed the wording on it because it used to be CMC converted mana cost, but now it's CMV converted mana value, which to each their own, but like it's so you got like different wording on it. So there might be different value because of that between versions and stuff like that. So that's pretty neat. Thinking about it. Ooh. Whenever creature no mercy, no mercy. Maybe I'll be Tracer. But wait, I'm already Tracer. What if I choose what if I chose Bastion, they'll have to nerf it. And I can't choose McCree because somebody else already chose McCree. But someone has I think someone might have an idea. And I don't want to play Mercy. No Mercy. Whenever a creature deals damage to you, destroy it. It's a mythic. And it's it's a retro frame. So I don't know how much that is. So that's pretty cool. Cleric of the forward order. That's pretty fun. And a swamp. I think I'm gonna open another one. That was pretty neat. I'm gonna look that one up. I want to look that up real quick. On TCG Player. I'm not gonna show it, but I'm just gonna like. No mercy. Retro frame. Bruh, retro frame. Show me the money. Ooh, that's a $10 card right there. Hell yeah. $10 card. Pretty neat. It did drop a lot in value at the beginning because I think at the beginning, at the beginning when it first came out, it was like almost $40. Yeah. Woof. Woof. It's actually a pretty decent card because you could just basically let creatures hit you and then they just die. So that's pretty funny. That's very funny. Very funny of you. Thank you. Thank you, No Mercy. Thank you for being a card that exists. I'm gonna get rid of that. And let's open one more pack. I feel like it. I'm gonna be doing a draft with some of the guys. I'm going up to Fargo and I'll talk about this a little bit later. But I'm gonna be doing a draft with some of the boys. That's gonna be real fun. So my friends up there. Ooh, another good like ripping the spine of the pack open. Ooh, that's so nice. An outsider, if you are listening to this right now, which I think you are, I'll probably bring up a thing of land because I don't know how much land you have. It's just a land box because like it's from a local store and they get like 40 of each basic colored land. It's good for deck building. Just in case if you like do a draft or some other thing. Or decide to make a commander deck or something like that. So it's good to have. Anyway. Oromancer. Checking this pack. Oromancer. Ooh, this one does feel heavy. This one feels heavy. Oh. Phyrexian Debaser. This is debased. Corson Restorer. Subterranean Scout. Leading Fists. I'm leading this fist in your face, bruh. Nomad Decoy. Remote Isle. Festering Goblin. Aren't these nuts, bro? Yeah. Giant Spider. Dragon Blood onto the uncommons. Oh, come on. Don't do this to me. Mason Enchantress. I see the card. I don't know. Elvish Spirit Guide. I think that actually is one of the better ones to have. Elvish Spirit Guide. But yeah. Body Snatcher. When Body Snatcher enters the battlefield, exile and unless you discard a creature card. Body Snatcher dies, exile and return target creature from your graveyard to the battlefield. So I don't know. And then Dragon Whelp. Well, not so great. Not so great. I'll still look up body snatcher, but I don't think that's anything too nutso butso. Now that I look at it, I don't think it's too nuts. Another black card, like too, like goddamn. Yeah, it's literally like 3 cents. Kind of funny. But yeah. So I'm gonna go up, like I'm going up back to Fargo to do some stuff up there. Uh, like the church that I used to go to up there, basically does this thing called Feed My Starving Children every February or the first weekend of February, where they basically, for the past couple of years, they except for during the literal pandemic in 2020 or 2021, they didn't do it, but every single year for the past few, they've done it in the Shields Arena because they've gotten enough people to do it. It honestly gets dirty because you're like, you got a bunch of food and stuff like that, but it's a fun thing to do. So I'm going up with my dad and going out for the weekend and stuff for that. So that's gonna be very fun. It's gonna be not good to do too. And then like Friday, some of my friends from church and I'm getting a couple of other people together to do a draft, including my streaming friend Outsider FM, or I'm just gonna call him Outsider. You can find him on Twitch as well. You can find him on Twitch as well and YouTube. Yeah, he's got some good content. I'm not gonna lie. He posted a clip of like not really a montage, just a couple clips of like Fortnite when we were playing one time, and god damn, we got like victory royales, and both times he got the dub with 1 health. Like god damn, god damn. The first time he was with us, we were all still alive, but the second time we both we weren't there. I was straight up dead, and I think the Emma was like gone. She didn't know where she was. It was just so epic. It was fun. But no, he has some good stuff. He has some good music on there too that I've used on my streams. My older ones. I haven't used it recently though. But yeah, shameless self plug for him. So yeah, yeah, that's gonna be fun. I don't know what I'm gonna do for it, and also I think I have to think of how next week is gonna work, because like I want to be able to open up some like a box of Phyrexia All Be One. The I don't know what it'll probably a set booster box. I don't know. We'll see. And I also want to get a collector booster because collector booster box because some of those cards be looking fine as hell. And if I can get an Alice Norn with Junji Ito's art, ooh, ooh, you know. One card that I should really get off of Magic right now, but like one card I don't think is in the set that I know is going to be in next one is Realmbreaker, which is basically the Phyrexian version of the World Tree, which was used in Kaldheim, but which is basically the Norse mythology inspired realm. So the World Tree is Yggdrasil or whatever the hell is in Norse mythology. Going to the different realms and planets or whatever. That is basically what it was. So in the Magic universe, it basically is Realmbreaker is like a copy, so that way the Phyrexians can planeswalk without actually being planeswalkers. So yeah, that's the big thing. Yeah. Whew. Sweet. But no, it's gonna be a fun time. I don't know if I'm gonna open a box. I don't know when, because like my next week's schedule is gonna be screwed up. I'll say this as an AV tech, sales is your worst enemy. Sales is your worst enemy. I feel bad for the people that are actually like the people who are in sales are nice people, but goddamn, goddamn. Next week I am literally going to chop someone's head off. Like for legal reasons, that is a joke. But oh my god, you as we don't have the staff to do it, and tight turnarounds are not fun. Tight turnarounds are not fun. If you have a turnaround of a room, any size room, if it's a small one, just like, oh, simple, easy setup, okay, you can do that like in like 10 minutes, 10, 20 minutes. But if you got a whole room that you got to like entirely flip in 12 hours, that ain't happening. That's not going to happen. Or like it could happen, but not really. But if it's overnight, you're basically asking for a death wish. You don't ever, ever ask for people to do an overnight flip. Never. Will it kill business? Yes. But it also won't kill your labor. Don't do that. Don't ever kill your labor, because if your labor stops working, I think you know where I'm going with that. I'm a little salty I'm a little mad from earlier today if you can't tell. I've been just kind of like scheduling stuff because, yeah, there's a lot of stuff that will happen in a short period of time and a limited amount of time that needs to happen. And it's just kind of confusing and really hard to wrap around. But yeah, if you do what I do, don't the sales is your worst enemy. If you're working in an event space, sales is your worst enemy. It's not performance, it's not technology. No, it's sales. Period. Whoever is like recruiting or like looking for gigs or stuff like that, it's them. It's them. They're the ones that are causing pain and suffering. Yeah, they're basically giving you a job, but at the same time, they don't know how to pace. They don't know how to manage that. And how could they? They ain't in the dirt doing their stuff. They ain't doing that. Anyway, I need to get that out. I should not be that salty. I hate being that way. Yeah. Yeah. But you know what? I am talking about my social life a little bit. So I think I mentioned it earlier in the show that I've gotten out of the dating pool, but I'm literally back in it again. And my girlfriend now has not been in a relationship before, and that was literally me. That was literally me in my last one, and I'm still on good terms with. I should say this. I'm still in good terms with my other one. It's we're cool. Like the main thing was that it was distance. Distance is always long distance relationships are terrible, especially if your schedules don't match. Yeah. If your schedules don't match and you're far away, it's doomed. Doomed. But no, I have my type. I'll just say that. If for people that know me, I have my type. And yeah. But no, I'm happy to be back in one. And like I'm taking stuff slower because like being in a relationship is kind of weird, especially if it's, like your first one, doing stuff like that. It's hard. Like I don't want to get into like the dirty details, but like I went from 0 to 100 on day one. Like, yeah, that's like in some circles, yeah, that's cool. But in other ones, it's like, that's scary. It's scary to do things in like relationship things. And like actual relationship things. I think dating stuff, like I've done dating things beforehand, like go to a movie, go to the mall, go out to dinner. Like I've done that before, even before I was dating. I've done that. Like that wasn't the thing that really got me scared. I think the things that really scared me to do stuff was to ask someone out and have to introduce other you know personal detail stuff into the relationships things. Like the main thing I will say to be in a relationship, for those that are either a not experienced or you know are always that are, I'd say, like haven't been in one or stuff like that, always ask for, always check in, just to see how your partner's feeling. uh Make sure you set boundaries, make sure you know what you want to do. uh I mean, obviously you want to have some surprises, you want to make it feel natural, you want to, you don't want to be just like immediate, like some people do, like immediate, like, hey, kiss, like just straight up, let's make out right now, boom. Some people do that, while other ones, you gotta get into the groove first. You gotta get, you just gotta, I feel like you gotta feel it out. um and yeah, like for me, like it was like, I think why it went from 0 to 100 is that I think we felt the, like, she felt the groove really fast. It's like, let's go. I'm literally coming off of a rebound. Let's go. And yeah, I was like, okay, sure. This is too fast for me. And honestly, I should have said something, and I didn't. And it wasn't anything bad. No, but like in retrospect, it's a scary experience, to do, like, to to do that sort of thing, to do those sorts of things. I'll just leave it at that. I think if you're reading into the context, I think you know what I'm talking about. But I'm yeah, well, yeah, no, yeah, no, no, yeah, yes and no. I'll say that. Yes and no. Like I'm just taking it slow, not going all the way immediately. You don't do that. Don't do that. If you want to do that, do it. Sure, sure, why not? But it's not for me. But it sure feels good to be back in the game. Sure does feel good. And making time and stuff like that is just weird. I'm just looking down. I just saw notifications from like my discords and stuff like that. Um, I think one of our pals is like talking about AI Seinfeld. Like I don't know what the hell he's talking about. I don't know. I have zero clue on what he's talking about. I'm like, what the fuck? And I want to watch it, I guess. I don't know. I'm kind of confused on what the hell he means. It's like, what do you mean by that? What do you mean by that? But no, I've gotten, like, my work was, because like we watch, like one of the main stations that we have on at work is Comedy Central, just because it's on. Typically, it's pretty much all South Park, and then after South Park, it's usually why am I not thinking? It's Seinfeld, and depending on the day after that is The Office, and ugh, ugh. But no, like I've watched a lot of South Park and Seinfeld in the past. It's since I've been working at the my job. It is crazy how much I've watched. Like before it, I haven't even seen a single I haven't really watched a single episode of South Park. Like I can tell you I've seen quite a few, and I know about like some of the serial arcs and stuff like that, the serialization, some of the arcs and stories and lies, and like I know a lot, like the general idea of what happened in the show, and stuff like that. It's real fun. They're like iconic memes and stuff like that. Um, but Seinfeld, some of the episodes are evergreen. Some of them are just stinky poo poo. And my new girlfriend too. She was like, I just came over to hang out for just a little bit before she had to go to work, and I was like she was watching Seinfeld. I'm like, okay. And she was watched like she has seen like probably every episode a bunch of times because like like I said, let's watch. Oh fuck, what was it? The Muffin Top, which ironically came on earlier when I was at work today. I was like, I literally just watched this yesterday. It's like, bruh, no. Or the toothbrush slash the muffin top slash Kramer's bus. Like I watched that episode. I'm like, God damn it. It's a good episode. Don't get me wrong, but oh my lord, there's a lot of good ones. There is a lot of good ones. I think my main one is the Junior Mint, and I think I've already talked about it because like my dad had to get his like gallbladder removed, and I was the last one to know. I was the totally last one to know. He's like, yeah, I'm going in to get my gallbladder removed. If I waited any longer, it could have bursted and I could have died because of all the bio buildup. I'm like, oh, God. And he's like, yeah, I'm going in. Bye. See ya. See you. Talk to you tomorrow. And obviously he did. We did talk it the next day. And I'm like, you son of a bitch. The reason that you told me last was because you knew that I would come down with a box of Junior Mints and go into the room and be like, all right, into the surgery room and be like, all right, time to go. No, like, I love my dad, but he knows that I would have totally done that. He just knows. Even though technically the Junior Mint did keep him, like, did ironically save the dude, or did it kill him? Like I felt like it did save the dude because now that I watch it over, I only see I only have seen like the Junior Mint didn't do anything bad. It did good. So I don't know. I can't. I don't know. Oh my god. Except I'm trying to think of some others stuff like that. But no, I've watched quite a lot of Seinfeld. Oh, what's the deal? What's the deal? I just looked down and I just see Jerry at one point didn't speak for 15 minutes. It's been going on for Gores. What the fuck are you? Speak English. English, motherfucker. Do you speak it? Do you speak English? Bruh. Bruh. Oh my god, why? Yeah, that's nuts. But yeah. Oh, and it's been. I've had a long day. I think I'm probably gonna have a. I think the past couple of days, since like me and my girlfriend been hanging out a little bit here and there, I haven't gone to bed at a decent time, and especially when I have to wake up at, when I had to wake up at like 5 o'clock in the morning. Well, no, then it was 6 o'clock. Why am I thinking five? I don't know. I had to wake up at like 6 o'clock in the morning and going to bed at before midnight. You know, I tried to. I think Sunday night is when I asked her out. I'm like, and I could not go to sleep. I couldn't. I don't know. Like I was just too excited or something. I don't know why. And all of a like I woke up at like I went to bed eventually, and I woke up at like 3 a.m. and I couldn't fall back asleep. Luckily, I was able to, but I lost like an hour of sleep or something like that. I think I could have gotten that wrong. I think I fell back asleep at around 3:30. Woke up at like 2 something, 2:30. But like I just I could not sleep that night. And then the night afterwards, I was just up for a while. I did fall asleep naturally, and I did blah 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 blah. but like I was up a lot longer than I should have. And then even I guess for today, yeah, like I didn't get a whole lot of sleep. I'm just built different, to be honest. And I was kicking. I was kicking. I'm still kicking. I think I only had like really didn't have much caffeine uh today or in the past 24 hours. So that's kind of good. That's kind of good. Uh I've been drinking a lot of pitch black. Like if you're watching the video, you know I'm drinking pitch black. It's good. It's really good. I don't know how it compares to. I don't. I still think that Purple Thunder is probably a good alternative because like it's different. But I think Pitch Black is just like it's Pitch Black. Come on, it's good. Uh, but like when it does go away again, I think Purple Thunder is just like that's the good alternative. It's got like a surprisingly very good flavor, and yeah. Yeah, because they're both very similar tasting. I just think the plum in the Purple Thunder gives it a little bit of. It's like, this is strange, but it's good, but it's strange, you know. Um, but yeah, it's interesting. I'll say that it's just interesting. Uh, oh, hmm, I don't think it's time yet, but I should probably wrap it up soon. Uh, oh, let's tell a story to end the night. So behind here is Alakazam. Behind my like orb, my pondering orb that I have on stream is an Alakazam. Why Alakazam? I love, although he might not be my favorite, but he's one of my favorites. Not be like top tier or whatever. I think Infernape probably is because I love that monkey. He monkey in Rillaboom, like god damn. But Alakazam is up there. Uh, and Incineroar. I love Incineroar. Kitty. Wrestling kitty. Um, but where was I? But the reason I like Alakazam is because he holds spoons. Uh, and funny story, back when I was in high school, or not high school, in middle school, like a fucking dumbass kid. I was a stupid kid back in middle school. I somehow got very popular back in like I don't want to say I peaked in middle school, but I had a very good time in middle school. Not in like I was good time. No, 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 no. I just had a fun time. Uh, One of the things I did was accidentally kind of like created a cult or like a thing based around spoons being a god weapon or god tool. Because when you think about it, a spoon can be a spoon, a fork, or a knife, depending on the situation. And you're like, no, it can't. Well, spoon, obviously being a spoon, can spoon, do spoony things like a cup, a little cup. Fork, if you stab it into an object, it doesn't have to be, if you get, one that's like sturdy enough, you can stab an object. You can stab an object and use it as a fork. And, not like the other end, no, like the cup part. You can do that. Ain't nothing against it. But knife, again, kind of like along that same line with like, oh, you stab it into an object if it's, sturdy enough and then just, cut around or, just basically move it, I guess, kind of like you would a knife. Dong, duh. Like you can use it as a knife. Duh. It's that simple. Spoon is the superior utensil. I'll say it. It is. It still is. But no, I even made like this I made this tie. I think I am literally looking right at it actually. Hold on, let me get it. It's crazy. It's a duct tape tie too, so like So you know that it's basically peak middle school. It's a duct tape tie. Oh my lord. I have not picked this up in years. Probably almost a decade. Never no no wait, no. No. Wait. It's probably almost been a decade. Yeah. Yeah. So yeah, I made this out of duct tape. So it says all hail the spoon, and in the middle is like it's like a meme text, so all hail and then the spoon and then the spoon. And then on the back is a spoon holder. I may have been a stupid kid, but this was peak. And I think I wore it maybe once or twice at school or whatever. Just for fun, whatever. But it's just like I have probably my main one that I was like I always like memed with in my pocket. And I didn't use this to like actually eat because no. But like oh my god, it's so weird to have to even have this tie in my hand again. It's not even a good tie. It's shitty. But no, just to see this again, it's so wild. So wild. Oh my god. That brings back a lot of memories. I even talked about some of them last time, but yeah. But I hope you all have had a good time. I know I I definitely had. I talked about a lot of stuff. Uh, just kind of updating things. I mean, that's the podcast. That's what it is. But I hope you all have had a good time. I know I definitely had. Uh, you can find the video of this on YouTube at my channel, Melted Lyric Original, all one word. You can watch me. You can watch me film these live on twitch.tv/Melted Lyric Original. You can find my channel or just go to twitch.tv and search me up. It's all one word. I don't know if capitalization really matters, but for each word, capitalize the M, the L, and the O. Melted Lyric Original. Do that. Yeah. And yeah. Yeah. Oh yeah. And also, thank you to Gradients for the use of their song "Used to It." I was like the reason I stopped a little bit there was because like I was hearing it in my head, not in like a weird like oh I'm already done. No, I'm like I just heard it in my head. It's so weird. That tells you how much I've listened to their stuff, or listen at least to that one too. Because like I think I can't like any time that I listen to "Used to It," uh, especially like at the intro too, which is like the beginning of the podcast. I always be like when I get to the I always be like, "What's going on, gamers?" Or do my intro stuff. I'm like, I always catch myself doing like going on to the intro. I'm like, wait a minute, I'm not at, I'm not in my at my streaming desk. I'm in a car. What am I doing? uh, like every time, like I swear. But no, they put out some good music. I don't know if they're doing any concerts in the near future. I think they might be, but I can't think of them. I might have to look. But I'm also at the end of the episode, so I am not gonna do that. Sorry. I don't want to say that in a mean way because like they're good boys. But yeah, thank you for the use of your song, for the use of "Used to It." Duh, duh. And thank you to you. Like, comment, subscribe. The shebang. Like, comment, subscribe. Follow. Other stuff. Yeah, do that. Do that. And yeah, I hope you've had a good one. Uh, even though it's not midnight here anymore, it is midnight somewhere else. But until then, I will see you. I'll see you then. Wait, I'll see you next time. Yeah, that's how we say it. I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.
Yeah, well, just when I needed you, I see from a different view. Oh, baby, now don't be scared, but don't get used to it. Yeah, when I told her I can't let go, when I told her I can't say no. Oh, baby, well, I was scared, but now I'm used to it. I was scared, but now I'm used to it.